There we go. So Sakaki gives no sign of leaving her room. It's just about the time when she usually be heading out for the riverbank, but she doesn't even appear in the lobby. She sit untouched in the cabinet, slowly gathering dust. In only a few days, that simply daily routine has vanished, leaving nothing but a void behind. And again, I have nothing to do but stand around engaging in silent soliloquies. Like this, like the words that I don't mainly use before, like this. Who says this on a daily thing? Michiru and Nama eventually invite me on a shopping trip. Probably found it a little hard to watch me guarding Sakaki's invisible afterimage. It seemed like Saki was likely to step outside of her room today, so I decided to accept.
いや、ごめんね、ユージ。車もバイクも調子悪くてさ。その上いろいろと買うものだけはあって、ちょっと困ってたのよね。
Yeah, you're not fooling anyone, Amen. Pick up a bunch of small, more miscellaneous items for Amen and the previous shopping trip, but today is mainly bulky items like tissue paper and rice. All three of us have our hands pretty full by the end. Definitely would have been difficult with just the two girls. I don't really mind. Also, the Samber is one thing, but I'm having a really hard time imagining you carrying 10 kilos of rice on that motorcycle.
まあ、そりゃそうよね。
I could just see her whirring down the street at that ridiculous low-riding chopper she calls Bobotaro with a big sack of rice strapped to her back like some backwards grandma. Then again, Amen putting along happily in a prototypical country mini truck packed to the gills with provisions would also be pretty comical, but unlike the first case, it's funny because she looks so perfectly appropriate in that picture. Probably better not to mention that. Mention it.
このトイレットペーパーってやつはなんでこう指が痛くなる作りにしてんのよ。お客様サポート機能してんの
Temporarily lowering a package of 12 recyclable paper rolls onto the ground. Michiru shakes her hands in pain. Her index and middle fingers are already marked with a bright red lines. No way to get around it when you're carrying those things.
じゃあこれ使う？こないだマキナに届いてた荷物の持ち手なんだけどさ。おお、引っ越しの時に使う緑のあれじゃん。使う。すごいわね、アマネ。なんでこんなの持ってんのよ。いや、なんか使うかなって思って持ってたんだけどさ。さ、アマネ、助けてもらって言うのもなんだけどさ、あんた本当におば。皆まで言わなくてもいいわよ。とっくに自覚してるからさ。どうでもいいものをつい取っておく癖抜けないのよね。大丈夫よ。男ってそういう母性のある女には弱いって聞くしさ。ほら、ユージからも何か。
What? My listless response is met with two vaguely reproachful glares. What's with the look and the groaning?
またしてもうちら置いてけぼりっすか。置いてけぼりっすね。今日これで3回目っすね。
Do me a favor and cut it out with this synchronized scorn. And what do you mean the third time? They answer my question with a pair of exaggerated American-style shrugs. After another set of deep, simultaneous sighs, they begin talking to each other instead of me.
来ましたか、マネさん。この野郎、さっきまでの2回のスルーはカウントすらしてなかったみたいっすよ。マジ空気っすね。何もないっすね。こっちは気遣って話しかけてんのにマジ空気っすよ。やってられねえっすよ。
So it would seem I have fallen out of this conversation twice before, without even realizing it. Putting aside this irritating little routine, I do feel slightly guilty about whiffing on their thoughtful attempts to feed me setup lines. Yeah, I guess I was a little lost in thought. Didn't mean to ignore you guys. Sorry about that. Amin and Mitri glance at each other and exchange brief, slightly tired little sighs. When Amin turns back to look at me in the eye, there's an oddly gentle expression on her face. Yeah, that's right. Saw right through me. It's times like this that make you realize women control the world on a pretty fundamental level.
まあ心配よね。解雇されたとは言っても、あの子の周りに何も起こらないって保証があるわけじゃないし、そもそも何が起こってるのかもよく分かってないしね。
How has Sakaki been doing lately? From what you've seen, anything noticeably different? Amin shakes her head
ぱっ
slowly.
と見は変わんないけど、やっぱ少し落ち込んでるっぽいわね。マキナがいつもの調子で突っ込んでも寂しそうな顔して「そうね」とか言ってるだけだもんね。普段のユミコとは明らかに違うというか。
See, Saki's trying to at least appear calm around me. So it seems she isn't completely able to hide the turmoil underneath the surface.
まあそのさ、私には難しくてわかんないけど、あんたまでそんなんじゃみんな一緒くたで落ち込んじゃうからさ。とりあえずから元気だけでも出しときなって。
Again, going through this guy's life, there's not a cheerful moment of his past, other than his master to only some degree. A small minimals of degree in there that's involved of cheer. It's mainly nothing but dark and sadness. Mainly that.
そうそう、ここでごちゃごちゃ考えててもしゃあないわけやし、家戻ったらごちそう作ったるさかい、それ食べて元気出しやな。
Armin delivers this line with a gofa and a friendly smack to my ass. Not only am I unable to help Sakaki, I've ended up getting my classmates worried about me. Truly pathetic. What am I supposed to do? Yet again, I find myself mired in a simple question that has no clear answer. What's that? Just as we're getting close to the door, I notice something slightly out of place. It is the sound of multiple engines moving away from the entrance.
なんか車の音したよね。学園長は夏休みでいないはずだし。
Amin's the only one here with a motor vehicle of any kind, so it's pretty rare to hear engines running this close to the school. Principal and JB would be the main suspects, but as Mitra pointed out, the former is on vacation, and the latter wouldn't just disappear before I came back. Swerved by a sudden sense of unease, I stood off toward the dorm as I run.
ユージ、どうしたの要求？
The instant I opened the door's front door, Makina came running up to me. What happened, Makina?
マキナ、落ち着いて何があったか話して。ママ姉たちが買い物に出かけてすぐぐらいに、ほんでユミちゃんはいるかって聞かれて、私が答えないでいたら無理やりにでも中に。怪我とかなかったの？怪我とかさせられる前に。
Sakaki came out. Makina nods repeatedly.
これ以上みんなに迷惑かけられないからって荷物を持ってきて、そのまま車に乗っちゃったのよさ。そんな、どこ行くかとか言ってなかった？
This time the girl slowly shakes her head from side to side.
一言も言わなかったのよさ。みんな黙ったそっか、よしよし。
Amin hugs the anxious-looking Makina close and begins to lightly stroke her head.
ユージ、どうしたの？顔
Just
怖い
this.
よ。
Shit. Probably going on. He sure looks up at me uneasy in her eyes. You went with involuntary. Is this really what you want, Sakaki? An image of Sakaki, the silhouette expression on the night she dismissed me floats to the surface. A message trying to chime from my cell phone temporarily interrupts my line of thought. Sakaki. When I read those lines, the face that flashes before my eyes don't belong to Sakaki. It's the face of a woman who once spoke the same words to me over and over again. A woman who never accomplished anything, never broke free. Then a man with an angular face, reaching his hand out for me, swinging his fist mercilessly into my face. The memories seemed to rise up out of the tiny LCD screen and push their way into the present. That idiot. Closing the cell phone, I snap out the words reflectively.
ユージ？どうしたの？何か？
Ignoring their concern, I fire off a question at Makina. What was the model and color of the cars, and how many were there?
黒のエンチュリーで2台で来てたのよさ。
I see. Nodding, I glance quickly around the room one final time. I'm going.
ユージ！ちょっとあんたどこ行く気なの？
That's the last thing I want to hear from you, Sakaki. I'm sick of it. I won't hesitate anymore. We both made mistakes, but I'm not about to let us repeat them. I sprint toward the front gate as fast as I can. Shit. A pair of cars carrying Sakaki already left a minute or two ago. For the moment, I need to get my hands on something I can use to pursue them. But of course, there aren't any cars to be laying around with the key in the ignition. Almond's motorcycle and Sumber are out of commission too. What do I do? Just as I'm running through various possibilities in my head, I hear someone humming a cheerful tone, soon followed by a carefree greeting. Basically, some rich asshole like, yo, I'm driving around. Or, no, it's Sachi. Sachi returned on a bicycle. Judging from the tranquil smile on her face, it seems she missed the earlier commotion entirely. Sachi, that her bike is a medium-sized with small tires, more than a little out of sync with the mid-made uniform. This is somewhat close to the end of one of the story arcs, and If My Heart Had Wings, or my YouTube name Aoi, my Japanese Aoi came in. Close to the end of one of the routes, you have to ride your ass constantly on a bike. Your leg was messed up from a bike race before, so you couldn't ride a bike anymore. But you still had to use a bike to go through everything, just to save the girl from leaving you. I say this is good to watch. Sachi lowers herself to the ground easily with a little whoopsie-daisy, then lowers his kickstand with one smooth movement on a mini velo, eh?
はい、そうです。さすがは風見さん、よくご存知で。
An ivory-colored frame with two cute little wheels on either end. Since the tire denominator is small, it's easy to get it moving quickly. Even new guys in my company with a passion for these things.
ここ最近、ウィーグレから毎日のようにメールが届いてまして、それで思い切って買ってしまった次第です。あ、ウィーグレというのはイギリスの通販サイトなんですが、風見さん。
I heard people say that these things are small but well made. Looks like it's true. Few quick movements. I expect the handle, seat, quality of the tires. Looks like she might have bought a slightly customized model. The frame seems to have been strengthened and placed to endure bumpier conditions. These areas have a lot on surface of poorly maintained roads. Very typical of Sachi to account for these things in advance.
直訳すると、ヘイサチ、ポンドがボロ安で自転車安いからフィッシュ&チップス感覚でチャリでも買わないかいとか、そんな感じなんですが、そうそう、そもそもミニベロのベロというのはフランス語で自転車を意味してるんです。
Sachi, you think I could ride this without issue?
はい、もちろんです。整備も万全ですよ。
Sounds good. Swing myself on the mini wheel and put my feet on the pedal.
早速乗ってくださるんですか。それは何よりです。回し型油で。
See you later.
キャッホー、ミハモライダー。
Sachi, you're innocent. Never bothered to ask. Its wheels whistling cheerfully. Sachi's mini vehicle zips jauntily along the road. This thing is fundamentally designed for riding around town, but is capable of reaching a decent speed as well. Psycho computer installed in the center indication of average velocity of around 35 kilometers per hour. Can't compete with a bicycle or anything, but motorcycle or anything, but it's still excellent performance for the size. This really is going to be tough. That said, I'm up against motor vehicles, and they have a head start. There's a decent amount of traffic since it's summer vacation and all, but they can still leave me in the dust easily enough. I'm not going to get anywhere at this rate. Mainly they're traveling on a winding, narrow, refreshable road on the sort you often find on this type, a small peninsula. Country roads present their own opportunities for the experienced rider. With a little skill and luck, it might be possible to catch them, even riding a mini vehicle with a maximum speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Assuming that cars are headed for the metropolitan area, the entrance to the toll road 15 kilometers ahead will probably be my last chance to catch them. Any further than that, and a bicycle just won't be enough. And that is true because I believe Saki gets on a helicopter to go to the airport to get on a plane. Although I did spoil it a little bit, but that's going to happen anyway in this playthrough. Feel bad for Sachi, but I'm going to have to treat this thing a little roughly. Leaning heavily to the right, I turn the bicycle onto a frame road that leads to a nearby mountain. Tires crunch through rough pebbles. My whole body is jolted by small impacts running up through the frame. Soon I'm surrounded by forest. The trail ahead is one of the more blatant examples of a bad road you're ever likely to see. Still, I push forward without hesitating. The seconds I leave, the branches are slapping heavily against my face and arms from all sides. Prepare for a badly maintained road from the start, but this is almost exemplification truly terrible conditions. This region was once used as an army maneuver ground. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing dates back to those days. Designers clearly weren't interested in ensuring a pleasant or easy ride. It's impossible to avoid catching the tires on the natural holes and rocks that litter the path. I struggle along as best I can, using the handles in my own way to avoid the worst obstacles. Still, no matter how skillful I ride, my speed keeps falling. My feelings of impatience are giving way to outright frustration. God damn it. So this is a definite shortcut. Cutting straight through will get me to my objective much more quickly than following them meandering road around and around. Lowering my head, I pump the pedals as fast as I can. Fast as possibly warding off branches with my one hand when necessary. Slope of the road begins to grow slightly easier. Eventually, the overhanging tree begins to thin out as well. Suddenly, my field of vision expands dramatically. Since I've reached the summit of the foothill, the foothills are increasingly level underneath me, and it's less of a challenge to move the pedals. Best of all, the pure non-existent road finally changes into something more worthy of the name. Alright, there you are. Catch a glimpse of two black sedans and the prefectural roads stretching out below. Stuff like that aren't common around here and are exactly as nothing to distraction. He has to be in one or the other. As you see in this picture, although the gyration will probably give you a headache. And are those guys skidooing in the background? Now it's a question of catching up, I guess. That winding road they're following only goes for another 7 kilometers or so. Got to somehow get ahead of them and set up an ambush before they get off. Doesn't help that I don't know exactly where they're going. This is my best guess, and since they're on this road, I can speculate they're trying to take the highway, but I have no clue. Take a different route on SOL either way. This point I realized my cell phone in my breast pocket is vibrating. Amen. 8 missed calls. Must have been startled by the sudden exit. Can always just fill her in later. I feel bad to make them worry too much. Exciting. At you, Amen. I think you're aware, but I'm sort of in the middle of some let's talk later. Sorry about that. I'll get in touch once things have calmed down a little. What? Look, I'm trying to follow the cars in question. Don't really have time to... I see, so that's what this is about. Sorry, that will be help. Did Sakaki get in touch or anything? Not perfectly, but we should be able to hold a conversation with this information. I'm following the Mishima Cap coastline. The cars are heading north of the prefectural road, and I'm taking a shitty mountain road running almost parallel, but a bit of a shortcut. No, I guess they were heading for Tokyo since Sakaki's father is involved. Am I wrong? Come to think of it, I think Sakaki mentioned this before. Apparently it was built more or less for the exclusive use of the company's top brass and their families. Stuck in my mind as a particularly impressive example of blade capabilities excess. Yeah, now that you mention it, but I heard they weren't using it anymore. Seriously? See, makes sense. I can't do a thing if they ship her out of here in the air. That heliport isn't far from that interchange leading to that highway, maybe 400 or 800 meters. 700 or 800 meters. Entirely plausible given their current position. It's hard to think the unusual situation there is a coincidence. Forget fishy, it's probably where they're taking her. Alright, I'm going to end the call, thanks. It's helpful to know their destination, but that doesn't make their chase any easier. When she gets on the helicopter, it's game over. I absolutely have to catch them before then somehow. Seriously, this road is the worst. Branches slapping against the face, vines, catching my hair, and the rocks randomly lying across the ground are constantly slowing the rotation of my tires. Cars visible only for a brief moment in between gaps in the trees seem to slowly be pulling further away. My odds are catching up, are getting longer, and I'm going to need some luck at this point. The mountain road I chose as a shortcut was ideal in terms of distance at full speed. I might have gone ahead of them, but now, riding a terrain while pushing my way through thick undergrowth cost me even more time than I expected. Take advantage of the time lost when they disembark. Not like they can just drive the whole car onto the helicopter. Unless it's a cargo bob, but that the very least, it will take them a minute or two to get everyone out of the car and into the chopper. Now that Kate's pulled ahead, I can only hope that gives me the chance I need to close the gap. Practically tumbling down the descending path, branching off the mountain trail, I finally reach the prefectural road. The hill where in question is only 400 or 500 meters ahead, but the cars are no longer visible. Can I make it? Going the traffic way ahead, I let my momentum carry me across the intersection, weaving between the cross traffic. My ears ringing from a dozen honking horns as I rush directly toward the heliport. A small facility on a sprawling plot of land surrounded by fences comes into view. This has got to be it. If I remember the map correctly. Powerful squeal from the brakes, I forced the bike from its maximum speed to a halt. Damn too late. Just as I'm rolling up to the fence, the sound of helicopter rotors fills the air. There are always the get chopper back on the ground, but few that involve it staying in one piece, and none that are available to me now. Following a car is one thing, but chasing a helicopter on a mini-vehicle would be absurd. I mean, forget a mini-vehicle. No matter what kind of vehicle you have, keeping up with that thing from the ground is going to be close to impossible. So much for that plan. Watch as the helicopter slowly rises into the sky and turns its nose to the west. For some reason, the direction of its flight strikes me as a little strange. Wait, they're not going to the city. The helicopter is staying almost directly away from Tokyo. It maintains a course to the west, following parallel to the London coastline. If I remember correctly, to the east up here with the others. As I was thinking about the helicopter. A completely out of place Kansai trawl rings out in the dry summer air. What? You talking to me? I'm going to take a break because I know this is... You'll see the rest at the next part, but my voice is really tired. I need a rest for a bit. Also, I need to listen to some music to calm me down. Or tea. Because the tea is mainly there to calm me down, just small intervals, and also to quench my dryness from talking so much. So, I'm going to end this part slightly early. We'll continue on the next part.